Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Please be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for discussions on contemporary matters of the current time and day from an ancient sciences perspective, and how you can benefit tremendously in applying these to your everyday life and getting solutions to some of your most pressing problems. Also remember that our therapies are all based on natural therapies and ancient sciences and not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, please consult a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Okay, so today I wanted to speak about the role of the mind um, in your progress in meditation, and how um, the activity of the mind or its inactivity can promote your development and speed up your progress in meditation. So just imagine the mind to be like an obstacle, that as long as the mind is active, the 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 higher spiritual consciousness or the energy from the universe cannot descend into you in a substantive and complete, a way that is, or the flow is disturbed. So the more active your mind is, just imagine there's like a light coming in from the top of your head and filling your entire body, right? This is the universal energy or the universal consciousness. Once you sit down to meditation, it automatically starts with, even if the first day you are practicing meditation, you make the intention that now I want to meditate, and you get in a relaxed state, and you close your eyes or half close or open eyes, and you start focusing, your attention. You first start to relax, and then, so the key word is you start to relax, start to be calm. So when you become calm, you encourage the flow of cosmic energy into your body. The calmer you are, the greater the flow, or the faster, or the speed, and the density of the flow into your body improves. So as your mind becomes calmer and calmer, the flow starts getting higher and higher, and then your mind starts getting more and more active. You start thinking of this thought and that thought. Then the flow, it slows down the flow into your body, right? So you cannot feel it, you cannot see it, you have no perception of it in the beginning stages, because you haven't yet developed the subtle senses that are now still dormant in you. But as the subtle senses starts developing, you start to feel the flow of the energy. You feel it like a flow, like how a wind is flowing through your body, or a current, like a force, like a magnetic field. You feel that magnetism flowing up and down your spine, and from the bottom of your spine to up your spine, and other energy. You feel all the energies. So to give you an idea of, the level of numbness that you have currently, you have your heart beating in your chest region, right? This is more or less close to the core of your body, and it's the size of a fist, the heart, and it is pumping and contracting and relaxing non-stop from the day you were born, right? And even before you were born, right? Your heart has been pumping, very strongly, right? Because it's pumping blood to reach every part of your body. It's not just gently squeezing, it's squeezing reasonably strongly, but you don't feel it. How come? Because your mind is not aware of it, and you took your consciousness away from it, and you are so distracted with 1,000 different thoughts that you just um, your mind, conditioned your experience of it out. But yet it's there, and as you progress in meditation and your mind becomes calmer, you'll start to feel everything. You'll feel your heart beating all the time. And you don't need a stethoscope to count your heart rate eventually. And this is one of the basic levels where you're able to just, silence your mind, and you feel your heart beating, and you can look at the watch and see in 15 seconds, how many beats, or in 60 seconds, how many beats. The way to do it in 15 seconds, how many beats, and multiply that by 4, and that's within 15 seconds you did a calculation of your heart rate. The normal heart rate is 72 beats per minute, according to the normal science. And then the heart rate, you notice as you're progressing in your meditation that your heart rate is slowing down. It's no more 72, it comes down to 60 beats a minute by default, when you're normal seated and relaxed position. And then it comes down to around 40 beats per minute, 38. It starts slowing and slowing and slowing, because the metabolism functions and your entire body function starts to become optimized with the correct diet, and all your organs are well toned. It doesn't have to work that hard to bring the same amount of, and the energy requirements become more efficiently processed, right? So the work to your heart becomes that much easier, and it starts slowing down. And even when you're meditating, you'll find that as you become more and more relaxed, the heart becomes very slow. So as the mind becomes more calmer and calmer, your heart rate becomes slower and slower, almost as if it's not beating anymore. It starts beating so slowly. Very easily you can perceive 20 beats per minute, as you're progressing. And to experience lower than that, normally the mind is shut down and you are unable to know whether your heart is beating or not. One has to connect to an ECG machine in order to know, whether you're flatlined or not, or gone completely relaxed. Because advanced yogis, their breathing and the heart rate completely stops when they reach the highest level, or the Saamadhi level, within this first set of series of yoga practices, right? So I'm talking that way because Samadhi is not the ultimate, it's the first higher level, right? And then there are multiple other higher levels, a total of 100 in number, or 101 in number, in total. So when one says enlightenment is the highest level, it's the first level, right? Between 99 and 101, and who knows what is beyond that, because these are very advanced level and it takes centuries to reach them. It's not possible within our lifespan to understand, the full experiential nature. And coming back to the mind, so as the mind slows down, so the importance of calming the mind is you automatically by default increasing the flow of the cosmic energy into your body. When cosmic energy flows, into your body, it repairs or lights up all the blocked chakras in your body. It removes all the blockages in your astral tubes or the nadis, and this in turn results in your feeling of more energeticness and removal, increment by increment, all the ailments that are in your body. And once you start practicing yoga and meditation more and more, if you even illnesses you never thought were there, when as they start going away, you notice the absence of those problems. You start noticing your flexibility is so much better. You're feeling so much lighter in your body and nimble, and you are able to do some postures that you really struggle with, and your flexibility is so amazing and so easy, and you get into such a ease state of relax, so much easier, because your connection with the cosmic energy is improving. And this is the importance of being mindful, to keep your mind on task. Whatever you're doing, when you're walking, keep your mind on the activity of your walking, instead of dreaming about the past and the future. Keep bringing it to the present. And when you're doing a certain task, keep your mind on the task, not letting it wander. So that way you're keeping your mind more focused, and you're improving the flow of the cosmic energy while you are in an active state as well, because it can flow. This is the optimal level, and you are meditating, so to speak. Although you're not sitting quietly in a quiet place, you are interacting with society, doing everything, but doing it in a focused manner. It is meditating means you are activating and allowing the flow of cosmic consciousness into your body. Hope that helps you. Please be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, and take care of yourself always.